Tyson Fury versus Wladimir Klitschko 2 Boxnation FACEOFF. This is my review. And that rhymed as well. Well, we all remember, or most of us remember, the build-up to the first fight. We remember the Sky Sports gloves are off last time out, because this time it's on Boxnation and they call it FACEOFF. On Sky they call this, their gloves are off. It's the same format, basically. It's all copied off HBO. Anyway, we all remember it. And in the lead up to the first fight, Tyson Fury was quite aggressive towards Wladimir Klitschko. He was doing bizarre stuff. He was very outspoken. He was very loud and boisterous. That was his demeanor. And some would say those were his tactics that he employed to try and unsettle Wladimir Klitschko, to try and get a psychological edge over him, to try and psychologically dominate him before dominating him in the ring. Whereas in this build-up to the rematch, Tyson Fury is very different. Seems to be in a very different mood. Now, is this Tyson Fury just being his unpredictable, impulsive self? Or is this a tactical move by Tyson Fury from a psychological point of view? Is this a good cop, bad cop routine? Before the first fight, he was the bad cop. Was that deliberate? Or was that just Tyson Fury being impulsive? And before this fight, it seems like he's the good cop. Again, is this deliberate or is it Tyson Fury being impulsive? Is it just him spilling his heart out and being honest? You let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm going to tell you what I think now. Now, I think Peter Fury will definitely advise Tyson about the best way to approach any fight, really, from a psychological standpoint as well as physically. And perhaps this is of his doing. Perhaps he said, you know what? Wladimir Klitschko is going to come at you in this fight and throw more punches regardless what you do. This is what he's going to, he knows he has to. He knows this is last chance saloon for him. So he's going to come out and he's going to let his hands go. So what we want to do is we want to make him let his hands go more than he should and therefore expose himself to counterpunches. And how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to have to make him feel as though there's no real threat there. You know, maybe this is, again, I'm just totally theorizing here. Maybe Tyson Fury don't need Peter Fury to tell him stuff like this. But this is just my theory. So if we want Wladimir Klitschko to be overconfident, let's draw him in. Let's lull him into a full sense of security. Let's make him feel as though you're not really ready for this fight, mentally or physically. You've already shown your big fat belly to him at the press conference and told him you don't care about boxing and that you hope he knocks you out and all this kind of stuff. Let's carry it on at the face-off. Let's act as though you don't care and you don't know what's going to happen from day to day and all this kind of stuff. Is that what's going on here? Is it a psychological ploy by Tyson Fury to get Wladimir Klitschko to be overconfident, to overcommit with his punches so Fury can punish him with the counters? You let me know in the comment section below. And is that a move that will backfire? Is giving Wladimir Klitschko confidence a good thing or a bad thing? In this particular instance, getting Wladimir to let his hands go more. Should Fury be encouraging that? Or maybe it's a situation where he's trying to plant a seed of doubt in Wladimir Klitschko's mind using reverse psychology. For example, Tyson Fury in the press conference at least said that, you know, he was talking about how fat he is. Look at my belly. Now, how could you lose to such a fat, out of shape man? That could be reverse psychology. That could be a way of putting pressure on Wladimir Klitschko by making Wladimir think, wow, imagine how embarrassing it would be to lose to such an out of shape guy. You know? So I don't know. You let me know what you think in the comment section below. I wouldn't say that this face-off was particularly entertaining, but it was interesting. Tyson Fury is a very interesting character, very entertaining normally, but in this instance, he was more interesting than entertaining. And Wladimir, I'm sure Wladimir is the kind of guy who would use a sports psychologist, and I've got nothing against people who do use sports psychologists. Carl Froch used a sports psychologist in the lead up to his rematch with George Groves, and it worked very well. So I've got nothing against sports psychologists, but with Wladimir, you get the impression that he is so robotic, that the way he talks is so rehearsed, that it's almost as if somebody has written the script for him. When Tyson Fury asks Wladimir, why didn't you let your hands go in the first fight? Wladimir couldn't answer. It's as if the answer wasn't written on the, in the script. So he didn't know what to say. And there's still kind of a mental block there with Wladimir. Interestingly enough, I think that Tyson Fury knows more about his own psychology, even though he's a lot younger than Wladimir, a lot less experienced. I think Tyson Fury knows more about what makes his own mind tick than Wladimir knows about himself and his mind. I think Wladimir is the person who doesn't really understand himself that well. And that's why he couldn't answer that question. That's why he genuinely doesn't know why he couldn't let his hands go. Maybe subconsciously he knows, but he doesn't want to deal with those issues in his conscious mind. So that will be a factor. If Wladimir starts letting his hands go and Tyson Fury's catching him with counters and they get into exchanges and whatnot, I think Wladimir Klitschko will crumble relatively quickly if he starts getting caught after letting his hands go. And I do think Tyson Fury in a situation like that will probably stop him. He has to be careful though, because Wladimir Klitschko does have the power to knock down a building. That power is very real, and we know that he took a couple shots, Tyson Fury that is, he took a couple shots from Wladimir in the first fight, but Wladimir never really caught him with full power. I think by the time he started catching Fury, Vladimir's confidence and his power had largely dissipated. If he catches Fury when he's fresh and alert and feeling confident, then I'm telling you still, Wladimir Klitschko's got the power to end the fight, this rematch with Fury, with one punch. He does have that type of power if he connects properly, particularly when he's fresh. So Fury's going to have to be careful of that. But from a psychological standpoint, I think Fury can stand up to a lot more punishment than Wladimir will be able to. So I think it's crucial for Wladimir, if he's going to win this fight, it's crucial for him to get the upper hand early. I think it's very, very crucial for him to put some damage on Tyson Fury in the early rounds. If he don't, it's going to be difficult. And if Tyson Fury starts landing, if Wladimir really does let his hands go and Tyson Fury starts connecting with counters, evading Wladimir's punches, obviously, and then connecting with counters, then yeah, Wladimir probably won't last the distance. So yes, it's interesting, this face-off, looking at the demeanor of both fighters, how they're approaching it. Wladimir Klitschko, again, he's just approaching it in the exact same way he approached the first fight, trying to stare Tyson Fury down and look all confident and all that. He's had them sessions with his sports psychologist, probably, I don't know. He's definitely been training very hard, I can tell you that. Wladimir Klitschko was in fighting shape long before Tyson Fury was in fighting shape. So anyway, let me know what you think about this, people. If you've seen this face-off, this Boxnation face-off, let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you deduced from it in terms of the psychological aspect, and drop it all in the comment section below. All right, it's your boy Hatman, I'm out.